Today is our follow-up video on the Apeman A79 Action Camera. What we're doing with this one is using the external microphone so we can install it on the helmet, hopefully get good video footage as well as having clear audio from inside the helmet. The way I've got this mounted, I had an existing GoPro adhesive mount on there, so I used the included Apeman J mount along with the clasp here that just standard holds the camera when you're not using the waterproof case, and then they've got an attachment that goes from the GoPro style mount to the little knurled camera or threaded camera mount there. So we've got the camera hooked up, microphone goes inside. All I did for today's purposes is actually clip the microphone right there on the chin skirt and then stuffed all the wires inside. So we're gonna go for a ride today and see how the footage comes out. Alright, we're gonna do a quick test here, not moving, just sitting in the driveway, see how the audio sounds just with the engine of the motorcycle idling, and we'll get moving here in a second, and then we'll do another test in motion. So we're running the Apeman A79 Action Camera with external microphone. This is with the visor open, visor closed, see if that makes any difference. Just got the microphone clipped on the chin spoiler of my helmet. Rise Signet Q. Pretty decent wind protection on its own as well. But I want to see how the microphone audio comes out. Not going real fast at the moment, running about 44. But we'll see how this works and what we think. Set it at the 4K with electronic image stabilization on and external audio. So the final review on the Apeman A79 Action Camera. Now that I have done the full unboxing, been through the menus a little bit, gone through and actually tried it on a motorcycle with the external microphone in my camera, I am overall for $40 very impressed. A lot of what you get, even accessory wise, on a GoPro for $40 you get with this for free, plus the fact that you get a camera and a microphone. Is it the highest quality in the world? No. Did I expect it to be? No. Is it functional? Absolutely. We're going to go through the last little bit on the menu on this just to give you an overall review of everything in the features, in the menu, and then we'll wrap it up. But can't really go wrong for 40 bucks. Okay, like I said, we're going to do a final little review here. So you know, you've got power button, you've got the select button, you've got up and down through the menus there, and that is it. Other than that, you have a USB, HDMI, and external microphone. To power up, all you do is tap the power button. Once that comes up, you've got a very simplified display. The shutter button or OK button on the top is what will turn it on and off as far as starting to record or take a picture, depending on which mode you're in. When you tap the button on the front, the orange power button and mode button, first thing it does is bring you to from the video menu to the photo menu. One more from there gets you into playing any videos that you have already recorded, and then again playing any pictures that you have photographed. From there it puts you directly into the menu. This is the only part that's a little frustrating for me. The other items make sense, but in order to get out of the menu, you actually have to cycle through all the different screens and then hit the OK button, the shutter button, to exit that and get back to the main screen. So I wish that the settings was in a different its own button, somehow other access other than having to cycle through it with everything else. But it is not touchscreen as I was initially thinking when I started the first video. It is all done through the buttons here, but again, very easy. So we can go through and we can get in if you want to see everything in that menu. You do have the capability to change your video resolution. You turn electronic image stabilization on and off. Another thing that's frustrating here is if you do want image stabilization on, you have to turn it on every time you power up the camera. As soon as you power it off, it loses all of your settings. So you can go through and you can change. It does have time lapse, slow motion capability, audio. To change the resolution, for example, press on the top, go down through the side menus, put it on 1080p, 60 frames per second, or whatever you might want. Select that, and now it's changed in the main menu. Again, to get out of this menu, you have to go all the way through all the different menu features and then get out, which is a little bit frustrating. You can change your photo resolution, can do time lapse or burst mode photos, change the volume, turn the beep on and off. You've got some different settings for white balance, ISO, things like that, contrast, sharpness. You do have the car mode. You can have it auto power off and then exit the menu there. So that's an overall walkthrough of the actual buttons and menus. And you can see that this was the battery and card access. I guess it's just battery because card's on the side. So the battery access was a frustrating one for me. And the other thing that was a little frustrating is going through all the different menus. The only way you can get back to record is to go through the full settings menu. But other than that, overall, pretty nice little camera. Very basic. If you want the waterproof cover, it's got it. If you want to mount it onto a tripod or a GoPro style mount without that, so you can use the microphone, you've got that capability as well. It does power off rather quickly, and then when you hit the power button, it does not record. It just wakes it back up. That also, when you have a helmet on and you can't really see the display very well, makes it a bit more difficult. So I may have to adjust my setting or the way I've got the mount set up on my camera so that I can kick this out a little bit further from my helmet and be able to see that, because it was difficult to be able to tell whether I was recording or not. But overall, again, minor complaints for 40 bucks. Apeman A79 Action Camera with external mic, tons of accessories. I am very impressed.